Hello there. Hi, Peter. Welcome. I thought of something this morning, which I'm going to do in 2 Saturdays. Not this Saturday, but the next Saturday. On what I thought I should help people with identifying the inflammatory diets and separate their diets from that. That way people will be able to um, help themselves. From the harmful effects of the inflammatory. We see this quite often, right? So I'm going to call this webinar Decode Your Diet. Is inflammation hiding in your food? That's the title. Okay. So I'm going to recruit people and invite them to present their diet and also identify what is causing inflammation for them and modify. Of course, it's going to be educational session, but at the same time, should be something that they can take home to. That's the intention. So we'll see how many people will be volunteering and wanting to do it. It could be like we can take one for the American diet, one for the Italian diet, one for Mexican diet, one for continental diet, another for Chinese, another for Indian, right? That's what I was planning. I just wanted to, um, come and tell you my intentions of what I'm trying to do. This is under the proactive wellness thing, which I'm talking about. How you change your diet and how do you identify that diet is really causing problems for you. And then there are so many um, problems we'll have. So we'll have a personalized food review in the group setting, and probably we will give you an anti-inflammatory food tracker, and also you will be accessing to my wellness circle, a proactive wellness circle, and also the recording of this talk. No, of course, this will be one of those webinars that you would really use it. So we'll see how that goes. So this is more like a advertisement for what is coming up, what I'm thinking about, and I think that will add a lot to the quality of life, longevity of life, and also really um, pay attention to what is happening with your body. Or you'll have a lecture about what is inflammation and how do you identify your body is inflamed and what are the things you are doing to aggravate it and how to conduct a holistic lifestyle. That way you will be not a victim of this inflammation in the long run. Many people don't pay attention to it. Many people think that's all okay. We can, you know, do whatever we want and then expect to be living well and for a long time without any complications. It doesn't happen like that. So uh, come up and talk to me about it. And if you uh, really think this is worth it or not worth it, many people must be talking about the information as a whole. I don't deny that. But with my unique combination of ancient wisdom and also the modern medical science, I would be giving you insights probably that are not available regularly. So, for example, we go into the Ayurveda and we talk about what is Ayurveda, why that's so important, because how did they give paramount importance to the diet and how did they identify body types of different people and then prescribe diet according to their types. And many people may not know about it. So introduction to that and making them choose diets according to the body type is what they take home for them to be. So it's a question of understanding modern diets and how to modify them so that you are not getting inflammation through the diet, right? And also how you can really understand the ancient wisdom in this particular thing and really um, incorporate those tidbits of wisdom into your own diet. Okay, that's what I'm intending. So this is just a introduction to that. I'll have more information as I evolve that webinar, and you could come and talk to me about it. Yeah, my friend Peter is coming. Let's see.
Guruji.
Namaste, namaste, Peter. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you? I just wanted to stop by to say hello.
As usual, as you're doing good.
And I wanted to volunteer. I mean, I don't know. I eat pretty,
Yeah,
for the most part, veggie fare, and
yeah,
you know, appropriate. I'd love to volunteer. Sure.
yeah, sure, yeah. Because a lot of tidbits that you could gather and make small changes that would go a long way. So, first of all, you feel better. You'll notice that. And in your inner workings of the information will go down that make you feel better. Not now, as you age, as you get to 10 and 20 years like that, it will be much better. And also, look at the uh, breakfast till evening, what we eat, the cereals, all those things.
Oh well, that
Yeah. Uh, I'm going to take away some things for sure for each diet, but
Okay.
there are replacements. Okay, that way you don't suffer too much because this has been going on for so many years with my patients, right? So I come and attack their white flour, for example, and they say, You are punishing us. What is this? You're taking away something all the time,
It feels like a punishment sometimes.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of.
You know.
It's kind of because you are looking for that kind of food and you are dreaming about it. Oh, Monday comes, Sunday comes, I'm going to eat this, that. And then suddenly comes in. Then they said, Doc, you're taking everything from my way. I'm old that I just here just to eat and enjoy. you know. So, uh, but they did not resent me because I was always first expression, first understanding, and then volunteering to do their stuff. And also advise them what could be they will be feeling the pain and all that too. So, and also in general, I was always for their wellness, so they had that confidence in me. So it is very easy to bring changes for my patients because long-term relationship. You know, in the social media, many people don't know what we are about, and they may hear about it, but they don't want to have a constant relationship like a doctor has it with his patients. So I have opportunities, like I have opportunities at the regular visits, I have opportunities in the emergency room, in the hospital if they are there. So I spend a lot of time with them, and also I never acted like an episodic physician. See, I'm not doctor early when they are sick.
Right.
I am a doctor all the time.
Yeah.
That means call me, text me, send me messages whenever you feel sick or you have a doubt.
Beautiful.
Then it's very simple, Peter. Really, suppose you are there and you have a doubt. You are in Florida and you go to a over-the-counter thing, and they used to call me from there or text me from there. And then my staff knew that I have that access to them, so they go through the routine messages, same messages, and then I built up a bank of answers, right? For the regular, frequently answered questions. So they go through that, and if there's unusual or something they cannot satisfy them, then they will come. So the filter was there, right? And then the mechanism was there. Patient sent the message, seen by the nurse, and then nurse go through that, then text back what it is, and because they know what I was going to say and all that, right? Because that is there. Once that is gone, my only critical medications or emergency situations that they come to me.
Mm.
I used this technique when I was teaching EMR to my physicians. There were 60 physicians, Peter, under me, and I was expert of the EMR, how that works, what are the things and all that. So
is it EMR?
Yeah, electronic medical record, when they first came in. So people don't know and they're shy about it, or they kind of really feel bad that I don't know that kind of thing, right? But this is a new technology, you got to learn that. So what I did was I kind of allowed this 24-hour video, audio, and notes library to build up for the use of the physicians. So that is actually my idea how to do that. Um, See, somebody is admitting a patient. Over the shoulder, I shot it as I'm doing it, right? So they can see the video, immediately know these are the 4 steps that Rao does for admitting a patient. For discharge, these are the 4 steps. Yeah, that is very, it's a commonsensical thing I came up with. And I said, okay, if instead of me there, how about my recording is there that they can see? That's like that's
it. Common sense. You say commonsensical. Commonsensical for you, but
Yeah.
obviously not a lot of people.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, all I said was they are coming and steering over my shoulder when I'm doing this in person.
Okay.
But I recorded it and made it available. And the other thing is, don't expect these people to get it first time because it's new. It's something that they're not used to, right? So, but then once they get used to it, they will be okay. So that kind of thing. So I built up a library. Whatever I did, I put it up on the library. Frequently asked questions, I put on the library. Then this way, yeah, this way what happened was people had access to what I think, how I produce solutions and all that.
Yeah.
So it's not like just giving a lecture and going, just showing them do this, do that, do this, like you are there. And they use that. So that's what I'm going to do with this people who enroll and say, come on, I'm going to bring my diet and look at it and tell me what is this inflammatory nature in this, what is not good for me. And then take home with a couple of recommendations and also keep in touch with me so that what is happening with you. There's a lot of patients, they were happy because they were able to text me if there's something like they're very hungry, they want to really eat something, and because there's nothing else is available, they eat it even though they know that's not good for, because now they are knowledgeable about their what content. So yeah, I'm going to establish that kind of post webinar contact so that they can relate to with their diet, and also they see, okay, I have him there if I have a problem, that kind of which I did before. That's why I'm taking, I always have screens of my staff to really see what is really needed, only come to me, it's a kind of establishing standards and expecting everybody to know about it and execute them.
Yeah,
Is it?
I think that's tremendous.
Yeah, I'm a very good administrator,
Something on the side.
Yeah.
Can I say something on the side note?
Yeah.
I had just taken a break. I had a little bit of pasta. It wasn't wheat pasta, so I'm sure it's inflammatory. And some I put fresh cracked pepper on it. That's why I'm like coughing. But he's got caught my throat. But I'm thinking like just listening to you. I know you know how to accept what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
Like my energy has just gone up, 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 up. I'm happy to see you because you're my friend and I love you.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I actually feel the energy of you, and that's the energy of the universe. And
yeah,
I just wanted to tell you that, and I thank you for that.
This is not because I know the reason for that, Peter. This is not transactional.
Yeah. Yes.
This is like a transformational.
Yes. Yeah.
See,
100%.
If you get sick and you come to me to see, I make a lot of money. But I don't want you to get sick and come to me.
That's right.
That intention is there. I think all the doctors should have that.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, any healthcare person, anybody, you know what it is?
But they would have less patients. Well, at least less repeat visits.
Yeah, but how much money you want, really, So, and also, what you need is always provided, so you don't have to, like, I don't have this yearning for that, and things
Yeah,
happen to me, come to me, and all the time. And I have these friends as my patients.
Mm, I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, not patients coming and becoming friends, but they remain permanent friends.
Yeah.
You remember that OBN? I go there and I told them to call me. They called a lot of difficult problems. I did everything free, of course, but then they all of them are my permanent friends now because the help that they needed was profound, very serious matters. Obviously, somebody who is diagnosed with cancer or somebody losing their father, things like that happen in life for all of us. But I am privileged to be there for them, to help them. I consider that is my privilege, not like some burden or something. So delighted to be involved, delighted to be involved, but the result is they become my permanent friends. So this is when you work for transformation of the health, wellness, or how they feel in their life, uh, they kind of very happy about it. So I think everybody should do that, especially if you are in the healthcare. I don't think the big deal about myself because that's what we are supposed to do. That's what I feel. So in the same way, information is something that many people don't pay attention to. Of course, a lot of people pay attention, a lot of talks and all this. So many people are educating it about. But then, how many people really transforming their diet? And how the diet itself became a medicine in Ayurvedic age, and why a lot of foods that they prepared at the time are anti-inflammatory. There is what's called pulihora, which is like a rice with turmeric and also the all the agents that are really anti-inflammatory, and that doesn't have to be refrigerated for several days. See, that's why they were able to make it and pack it up in some cloth or some leaf and then carry it with them. So in it, when we are going for picnic or some excursion from the school, that was the standard thing that they gave because they didn't have refrigeration that much widespread, especially when you're traveling in the buses and rails that we traveled. They didn't have the refrigeration. So it's an easy way, but then I was amazed how many foods with the rice and curd they have anti-inflammatory. This pulihora I told you about, that is so they kind of had this lemon, and they avoided onions because onions they stink after a while. So the practical and then daily use of things that they learned and they passed down to generations, it's like a thousands of years of experience of that wisdom that we should study and understand and then implement in a natural way. For example, you are understood that all this lemon, all this turmeric, all these anti-inflammatory agents, and then you introduce them into your own diet somehow, and that will be very, very good for you. So we are bringing what worked for thousands of years, what is really uh, easy for us to understand and implement, and make it more like a regular, you know, uh, use rather than occasional use. Okay, um, because if you use food that is very inflammatory daily, and then you use anti-inflammatory diet once in a year, it doesn't work. So you are overwhelming, right? And then What you are overwhelming is damage inside your body. That is where I used to tell my patients, they used to be scared. Oh, we did so much damage already. But you can reverse it. First of all, move like a yoga I talk about, and breathe. That also I talk about, and also pay attention to what you are eating. If you can do these three, you are well off lots of times. So I want to not a lecture like, but more like a ongoing, you know, uh, uh, clinical circle. Let's put like my proactive wellness circle. People can enroll in that and then come and participate regular lectures, and also occasional special lecture like this. They may come in as paid people, but then otherwise the circle will be available to all. Everybody should come. I think like these lectures I'm doing like that, they can always do. And also I want to provide access to my proactive wellness club Facebook group, so that they can post their doubts, they can post what they need, and then from the frequently answered questions, the responses can go to them. If it is something serious, something personal, they can always DM me, and then I will attend to that. Okay, that is the plan. I have done this for several years with my own patients, but then I was paid very well though there. But here I'm kind of doing more like a service. There will be some nominal change for this webinars, and those webinars also will be circulated. See, many of them want to make it a pill form, this anti-inflammatory agent, and then make it like you have to buy them, you have to take them out. But what I am saying is, first of all, what you are doing to yourself by eating the inflammatory foods, stop that. Know about that. And then enhance by eating foods that are anti-inflammatory. I think this would be a very good service for people who are not doing it. If they are doing it, fine. But if they are not doing it, I think that will be a good service. It's usually the foods that we have learned to like, and we have been using for a long time, and those kind of things that come up, right? So hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Anybody else wants to come and tell me what do you think about this, or how do you want it in a different way or something? You can come up and tell me about it. I will announce the date and time, and it will be done on the Zoom. So you'll have to register, and you'll have to, come prepared. You'll get the preparatory guide after you register, and then you can use the guide and come prepared, so that you will get some personal you know way to go about it, and you can always uh, get that personalized advice for you. And then I'm going to present different kind of diets, where they're inflammatory, where they're not. So you can make it as simple as possible. I have done a lot of deep research on this in my time anyway. But new probably would be Ayurvedic point of view. How do you understand your own bioenergies? There's ways to go about it. And then once suppose you are a Vata type, and you have a lot of food that kind of increases your metabolic rate. That's what we don't want to. So you kind of low on that, and then you also have the other foods that are you know um, tapping down this kind of bioenergy, right? That foods you want to use them continuously, and that way you will have balanced your inner energies. Okay, that's a completely, totally different science. You want to really understand. There are regular routines that you do. It's like 10 things I can tell you if you want to decrease your inflammation, do these things. That kind of thing. Okay. So that's about it. This is just about announcing that plan, that intention of what I want to do, and in the Saturday, probably not this Saturday, next Saturday I will do that. This Saturday already there's a topic we're going to do, so we will do that, and then next Saturday you will see that. Meanwhile, you will see the flyer for that, and there will be call to action there, and how you can register, how you can get the preliminary guide, and then we'll be talking on the Saturday, and then you'll be following me. You'll be in that Facebook group where you can come and ask me questions and that kind of. Okay, I can be here for a few more minutes, 6 more minutes. If anybody has any other questions, come up and ask me. And 2:45, I'll be gone. 6 more minutes. Okay. This proactive wellness is something I'm doing several different activities towards that. Basically, how proactive are you about the wellness measures that you are educated about? You know that you have to do them. We say, move your body and keep your mind quiet. Are you doing that on a daily basis? If you are move your body, maybe customizable exercise for you, like a you don't have to do so many weights and all that, but you could do functional fitness by allowing your body, this weight, moving all the time, stays, corridors, and all that. And keeping the mind quiet means my thing of about being aware, but not thinking all the time, but being aware, awake, alert, but thoughtless, unless you want to use the conscious thought, and then stop it. Okay, that's a big deal for a lot of people. And then the diet, vital nutrition. So it could be inflammatory, non-inflammatory, but also it could be high in fat and all that. High in so many diets out there. Right? Examining them, and then being natural, seasonal, and really understanding all facets of the nutrition, how nutrition is grown, how it is brought to home, how it is prepared, and how it is consumed at the table. All those things we talk about. So, proactive wellness involves vital nutrition, optimize our exercise, and rest and uh, restorating sleep. Okay, when you sleep, you wake up restored, both body and mind. That is the real state. Just because you're physically tired and you crash and you do it, that's okay once in a while. But deliberate sleep to so that it will restore your own inner energies of body and mind. That's what I'm going to talk about on the Sunday night, 8 o'clock. Okay, our time. I'm going to be talking in the clubhouse, so you can listen to that if you want to. And then we also talk about how to really understand this information age, and how to use the ancient way of dealing with the mind and understanding the mind and all that. That way, you know how to go about in this high-tech age, which I do. I'm learning AI right now. So we can be more adaptable to the society, to everything that's going on. Okay. So these are all proactive wellness things I do. In the morning, I meet in the WhatsApp group, which is called Wellness Oasis, but we also put it on the other channels. Mumbai was also there, and other channels too. And then Instagram for sure. Then we do an hour with morning routine to get our body, brain, and breath, everything ready for the work. So you are energetic in your body, you are focused in your mind, and you are serving the world, giving something back to the world. Okay, that kind of. You can do what you have to do, but make it like a more like a service. Okay, giving back to the life. Like I said, not transactional, but transformational. Okay, that's what we do in the morning routine. And then I come up once in a while between the consultations and other things that I have. And also, I do regular webinars and all that too. So you can join me in so many ways. So you can send me DMs on several platforms, or you can join my Facebook group, which is called Proactive Wellness. And I want to make this a movement. Everybody is understanding I want to be well, and then if I get sickness I can go to the hospital, or if I know I need to get this one checked out, I'll go there. That's fine. But to be proactive about my own health and wellness is the fundamental thing I'm trying to promote, and I want to promote it more like a movement. So all the my friends take a message and then spread it around, so that we are kind of making people to take their wellness seriously and follow that. Okay, that is how you can really help me, by spreading this as a movement. First do it yourself. If you are doing it already, fine. And encourage people to do that, not even coming to my lectures. Okay, how they can adopt self responsibility for their own health and wellness, and take advantage of all the knowledge, either modern or ancient, to help ourselves to live better with quality, with energy, and all that. Okay. So it's a privilege for me to be able to do that, because a lot of people don't have the insight, or vigorous energy, or a lot of people don't have the time and energy to do that, which is fine. That's why I have that. I have the intention. I have the clarity. That's why I'm doing that. I feel very satisfied when somebody listens to me and change something, and then they are not sick afterwards, because they prevent it. Like, for example, smoking prevention, that's easy. But if you see somebody is eating this inflammatory food and they don't know about it, and they suffer the consequences in 10 years' time. But if they come to know now and then they reverse it, they have better, old age, better time down the line. Okay, that kind of thing satisfy me quite a bit. So that's it for now. And I told you, as I have 2:45, I have to leave because I'm ready for 3 o'clock thing. Okay, I will see you, and you can always send me any questions through the DM. And otherwise, you will see my flyer. Look for it in all the media, and sign up, and then we'll meet you there. Okay, bye bye.